Gleason. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Balance Center here at UVA.
Thank you. Why don't we sit down?
Yep.
What makes this place different than other places?
We have not only the personnel that are specifically trained in balance disorders and handling people who chronically just don't feel well because they're dizzy. We also have some very specialized equipment that helps us do our job.
Let's go check out some of the machines.
Okay. And this is where you're going to be glad that yours work. No, where do I put my? I'll put your feet.
So Dr. Gleason, what is this contraption here?
This test allows us to look at the person's spinal reflexes for balance.
So can we test Mary Kay's balance?
Sure. She's standing nice and still and not moving very much. If she were to lean forward, you'd see this little guy go forward, and if she were to lean backwards, she's very nicely accommodating us there, okay? So then what we do is have the person close their eyes and try to stand still, and you see she's drifting a little bit. It's a little bit harder. Another source of balance input comes to us from what we see, and this test allows us look at how the nervous system deals with the visual cues that we use for balance. Now what we're going to do is make the visual cues incorrect by having this platform move with her. If I push her, you see the scenery goes forward, and if I pull her, it comes back. So now what's going to happen is that this platform that she's standing on will move like a seesaw if she moves. So if a person has an inner ear disorder, they'll fall. Okay, so now the platform is going to go forward 3 times, and you'll probably see her arms jump as well. All right. Like that.
So we've got Nick in this very interesting contraption here. Tell us exactly what this is.
This is called the rotary chair. We have 2 types of reflexes that help us with our balance, and one set of reflexes connects the ears and the eyes. Watching television and the cameraman starts running with the camera, everything looks all jiggly. Well, you know that's not how it looks when you walk or when you run, and that's because your inner ears sense the movement of your head while you're running. So we're going to look at head movement. So this chair will turn left and right. That's going to stimulate the inner ear head movement sensors and will result in movements of his eyes that we will analyze to be sure that they're correctly coordinated with the movements of the chair. There are over 200 health issues that are associated with dizziness as one of the symptoms, and only a handful of those have anything to do with the inner ear. So these tests help us determine, yes, there's an inner ear component to it, or no, there's not. So now what we can do is move the chair, and we'll watch your eye movements. Okay, and we look to see that the eye movements are about the same when we turn to the right as when he turns to the left. It's actually easier to tolerate when it's dark.
So Nick, what does it feel like for you in there?
It feels like I'm moving. Not so much anymore, but I don't know, kind of like being on a boat, I guess.
A little disorienting.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate learning more about the center.
Well, it was delightful to have you here. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for showing us your cool equipment.
Well, we're very proud of what we have here and what we can do to help our patients feel better.
We're glad that we could bring this to everybody at the UVA Medical Center. That's behind the scenes.